What are you doing?
Throwing all my bottles away. Nobody watches my channel. Nobody cares about all these reviews. It's a waste of money.
What? Why don't you rank them first?
Rank them like which ones I would buy again to which ones I wouldn't buy again.
Yeah, just so they can know, like, since you're about to throw it away.
That might be the best goddamn idea I've ever heard. We're gonna do it. So what we have here is actually a purge that is about to occur. But before I get rid of all this stuff, what we are going to do is rank these. These are the bottles I just had sitting up under the little cart. And what we're going to try to do in one shot is rank them lowest to highest. So we're going to go through all of these. I'm doing it all in one shot. So I'm not sure what the winner is going to be, but I'm pretty sure I have an idea. So let's get straight to it. Let's see the best way to frame this. All right. So I'm just going to go off of what I'm seeing right now. Let's pan this around a little bit. Okay. So what I'm seeing right now, I think I'm gonna do it like groups. So starting with the Rebel 100, this is something I would buy again. So this is gonna be in the buy again section. Suntory Whiskey Taki. This is something like, don't need it, it's cool. Crown Royal Black, that's something in the don't need it, that's cool. Russell Reserves, I didn't like this one, so this is going to be the first one in the line of losers. Not necessarily losers, I just didn't like this one. This one, I believe, is a rye, so I didn't like that one. While we're on that chain, Pritchard's Rye Whiskey. That's going in this line as well. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Okay, so this one caught my attention. Puncher's Chance. I didn't do a review, and it looks like it's a little bit left in there, but Puncher's Chance, didn't do a review on this one. But this is something I would definitely buy again. Something I would definitely buy again. So we're gonna put that in this line. Larceny. Something I would buy again. Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. Something I would buy again. Okay, so it's getting difficult. Okay. Woodinville Bourbon Whiskey. This is the one I remember it tasting kind of like Woodford Reserve's Big Brother. I could buy it again, but not necessarily. Michter's Bourbon. I don't remember anything about it. I'll put this over here. This one wasn't the worst, but I wouldn't buy it again if I saw it. That's just being frank. Four Roses. This is something I'm always gonna keep around, so I'm gonna put that. Excuse the noise. That's our dog upstairs playing with his squeaky toy. Let's just go ahead, throw Woodford Reserve in this line. Would definitely buy again. That's something I'm always gonna keep on deck. Four Roses Small Batch. I think this is like the first video I did on the channel. It was good, but I would just get regular Four Roses over this. Would buy again, but I don't need it. So let's scoop these over. And what we'll do is we'll rank these groups, and then we'll take screenshots and lay out the entire list of which heat won, which heat lost. All right, so Jefferson's. Jefferson's very small batch. This was really good. I remember this being really good. I would buy this again. Without a doubt, Uncle Nearest. This is gonna be one that goes towards the front of the line. I don't have these necessarily ordered up yet, but that's how we're gonna do that. Traverse City Whiskey Company. This bottle, I wouldn't necessarily buy again. Would not buy again. I would buy more Traverse City stuff because I've had it before, but would not buy it again. George Dickel. This is something I don't need, but I'm not just gonna say I would never buy another bottle of it. This is something I would just give to somebody just like, oh, you don't know whiskey, so I would get that. All right. Elijah Craig, small batch. This was good. I'm getting it. Old Forester. Good old Forester. This is something I would definitely buy again. Actually, when I left the store today, I was like, damn it, I should have grabbed some Old Forester. So, yeah. So this is what we have right now. We have 4 would not buys, 5 meh, and then we have, what is that, 10 would buy again. So that's gonna make ranking pretty cool. So let's try to move this over here. So we're just gonna go from worst, my opinion, would not buy the most to would buy again the most. Okay, so starting with the lowest, gotta go with the Pritchard's Rye. Would not buy that again. Then we're gonna move over to the Russell Reserves. Now between the Michter's and the Traverse City, I would be more likely to buy the Traverse City again, so I'm gonna put Michter's there, Traverse City there. Now moving on between the George Dickel, the Four Roses, small batch, the Woodinville, Crown Royal Black, Suntory, Whiskey Taki. Which would I be least likely to buy out of the 4 of these? See, I want to roll with Crown Royal Black, but for whatever reason, there's always a reason to have Crown Royal Black. So, I'm gonna go with the Woodinville. We're gonna put Woodinville there because I got Woodford Reserve, I don't need this. Then we'll go with the Four Roses right there. Then we'll go with the Crown Royal Black. Again, nothing against Crown Royal Black. I'm just like, this isn't something I'm like, I need it, but it's always something I'm like, I know it, I'll get it. Now between the George Dickel, Suntory, Whiskey Taki, it's gonna go George Dickel just because I think that's something that's just like cool to get to somebody and they think they really know bourbon once you get that, or whiskey. And then I'm gonna go with the Suntory as my top one out of this group just because it's cool. It's like a Japanese whiskey or whatever, and then when you give that to somebody, they think that they're cool. So this is the lineup. Pritchard's, Russell, Michter's, Traverse City, Woodinville, Four Roses, Crown Royal Black, George Dickel, Suntory. All right, so that's the losers bracket. No one's a loser, but in this one there are losers. Okay, so now we're moving on to the winning circle, and I'm just gonna stack them in front of these. All right. Least likely to buy again out of the winner's circle. We are going to start with Larceny down here. Loved it, but that's what I'm least likely to buy out of these. Next, we will go with Jefferson's. Now this is a really good group. So I mean, you can't go wrong with any of these. These are just like personal favorites. Next up, we'll go with the Elijah Craig small batch. All right, now this is where it's starting to get tough. And keep in mind, we still have the Rebel 100 and the Old Forester in here, but these are here because these are good cheap drinks just to have on deck. And you can't go wrong having them. Plus, I really like the taste of Old Forester. All right, this is really hard. I'm gonna go with the Rebel 100 down here. I love it, but you know, it just up against everything else, it's not gonna stack up. Then we'll go with just regular Four Roses. All right, now we are left with Uncle Nearest, Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond, Puncher's Chance, Old Forester, and Woodford Reserve. All right, out of these 5, which one would I buy? Let's show the top 5 candidates right over here. So we got Uncle Nearest, we got Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond, Puncher's Chance, Old Forester, Woodford Reserve. Out of these 5, what would I go with? And we'll just go ahead and stack these in front of these for the winning category. All right. Just out of which one I think I would buy the least, we're gonna go with Puncher's Chance. That's a really good drink. I don't think I got to review that one. And I didn't want to fake a review because I've had it before. So, you know, the same with the Woodford Reserve. I'm not going to fake a review, but Puncher's Chance is really good. I think like Bruce Buffer or one of the Buffer brothers have something to do with that one. Really good. Really good. Next. All right. Next. Oh, this is harder than I thought. We are going to go with the, I hate to do it, I love this. This is one of my best buzzes ever. Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. Which means the top 3 are Old Forester, Woodford Reserve, and Uncle Nearest. Now, this is where it gets a little bit easy. Okay. Next is Old Forester. Then we are going to go with Uncle Nearest. Then we are going to go with Woodford Reserve. And anybody that watches my channel, yeah, I know Woodford Reserve is an old man's drink. Well, it's my favorite drink and I'm an old man. So that's what we're looking at right there. The top 5, Puncher's Chance, Heaven Hill, Old Forester, Uncle Nearest, and Woodford Reserve. Woodford Reserve is something I will buy, something I do buy whenever I'm out just drinking. Uncle Nearest is something I'm always going to want to have in stock. Old Forester is just a good, cheap go-to. Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond was, again, one of the best buzzes I've had. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if I drank too much or too, I don't know. But it was really great. It kicked. And then Puncher's Chance, just I remember it tasting really good and being really smooth, like a really smooth ride. So yeah, that's that. The second round. Again, you can't go wrong buying any of these. The Larceny, the Jefferson, the Elijah Craig, the Rebel 100, Four Roses. You know, all kind of middle tier. I'm really surprised that Old Forester went that high. But, you know, we're doing it in one shot. Oh man, that's the truth. And then, yeah, we're getting over to the would not buy agains. And yeah, there you have it. That last one is the, well, actually, I don't think that was the would not buy again. That was the kind of mid. So I think the mid cut off after, I forgot what it was, yeah, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I would buy, I think up to Woodinville again, or maybe it was all the way up to the Traverse City. But I know I wouldn't buy the Pritchards again, wouldn't buy the Russell's Reserve, would try another Russell's Reserve drink. Michter's, I can go without it. Traverse City, I would definitely get a different bottle. That one it was good, but it wasn't spectacular. And I was like, I don't need to buy that again. Like if I saw it, I'm like, all right, between that and the regular bottle, I just get the regular bottle. Woodinville, Woodford Reserve's Big Brother. Don't need it. I got Woodford, who actually won. So I don't know why Woodinville was so low, but it's just kind of like, I got my stuff. I don't need you. I wouldn't buy it again. Four Rolls of Small Batch. This is good stuff. Would get it. Crown Royal Black. Can't avoid it. George Dickel. A lot of people hate it. I actually like it, and I think it'd be a cool gift to somebody. And then Suntory whiskey, that's just cool to pull out just because it's Japanese. But if you disagree, if you agree, if you're like, why the hell was Old Forester in the top 5? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Everybody's taste is different, but this is my winning group right here. So take a look at that. And that wasn't a body dropping. That was our dog running around. But take a look at that. And yeah, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and comment on this one. This is going to be one with a lot of disagreements.